What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. We live. We live and direct, baby. I'm here with my son, baby Mac. That's right, y'all. That's right, baby. So look, you know, my son sitting here with me chilling. But we gonna get to it. I wanted to make a video, well, a live stream, do a live stream about Trap Lord Ross, and expound upon my thoughts that I had about him in the video that I posted 2 days ago. Right, little CJ, what's going on with you, boss? And I wanted to express um my frustrations with him and the way the content he produces and individuals like him. All right, I'm gonna wait for y'all to come on in here first before I go on my whole soliloquy and go on my whole rant. What's going on, y'all? What's happening? I'm gonna tell you who it is in a minute. Uh, Zeddy Perry. I'm gonna let some more people file on in here first. Y'all see my boy sitting here with me. He's sitting here chilling like a villain. What's the word, boss? How you feeling, man? What's up, y'all? What's going on? I'm like, let me make a little live stream real quick. Zeddy has a YouTuber. Oh, he said you telling him who he is. Okay, I got you. I got you. How y'all feeling though, for the most part, man? How y'all feeling? Before we get on and get to the topic, I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes because I want people to file in first because I don't want people to get on and then they have no idea what I'm talking about. So I want to wait a few more minutes before I start getting into everything. Yeah, AB, I don't know if AB is done or not. I would think that he is, but who knows what if he still has any money left, who knows what a good lawyer, what an outstanding lawyer can get somebody out of. But I mean, he needs to hit this bottom because he's been acting a fool for the longest of time. But anyway, just the whole ass mess says happy to have y'all step on next. Supreme Court ruled against me though, so I'm pissed right now. Yeah, man. Hold on. We gonna get to everything. We're gonna get to everything. What's going on? What's happening, y'all? Like, and I know some of y'all names, YouTube has shifted y'all names from what they usually are, but D Scorpio, what's going on? Yeah, Zeddy. The Harry Potter looking dude, man, from the UK. That's who Trap Lord Ross is. But all right, y'all, I'm in here. I've been eating fries with my son. So dude says he's a civilian, but speaking on street stuff. And it's even deeper than that, little CJ. So all right, y'all. So for those who don't know, Trap Lord Ross is a guy who does these um video essays on the lifestyle of drill rappers, right? He does video essays on their criminal history, their background. He don't even talk about the music unless the music is referencing some unalivings or something like that, right? But he does these video essays on all the drill rappers you can think of, especially coming out of my hometown, Chicago, Illinois, right? So he'll make I mean, he been making Lil Durk content around the clock, making videos about Chief Keef, G Herbo, FBG Duck, Lil Reese, even some individuals who never got popularity for their music, just people who were in the streets. You know, he did a documentary on I think he might have did one on KTS Vaughn. I think he might have did one on Zoo, Lil Durk's man Zoo, his boy Zoo. He did. I can go on and on about the people he's talked about, but he does these video essays on people in the drill rap scene. And the thing with him is when he's talking about these situations in Chicago, he reports on the news with no empathy, with no care at all. Um, he makes a mockery of the deaths. He makes a mockery of Black death, black pain, black trauma, and he could give a rat's ass about any of the fallout from it at all. He's here to make money off of it, and it's entertaining to him. Somebody, one of my subscribers, one of the homies, Getaway K, I believe, one of the homies, Getaway K, said it's like he goes zoo gazing, right? Like he likes to take a peek into drill culture coming out of Chicago and coming out of like New York and Jacksonville, Florida, as a way for him to be like, oh, look at all the, like, look at these Negroes. It's just something for him to it's something that is entertaining for him. That's it. He does not care about he doesn't even report about it with a state of melancholy. He talks about it gleefully. He talks about these street scenarios, right? And yeah, he's just here. He likes to look at it as if like, yeah, like he reports on the situations of surrounding these drill artists. He reports on it like he's watching an episode of Dragon Ball Z. And for me, as a black man that's from Chicago, Illinois, specifically, I'm from Chicago. When I say I'm from Chicago, I always tell people I'm not from the surrounding suburbs. I'm from the South Side. Like I'm South Side all day long. I've lived in the areas where a lot of these drill rappers are living in or have lived in. I went to school with a couple of these drill rappers. Some of my closest friends are related to some of these individuals. I got friends who, again, who grew up with some of these people. So like, this is close to me. Growing up, at one point, I lived on 65th and Minerva, which is a 3-minute drive from Parkway Gardens, better known as O Block, right? So when I'm hearing how he's discussing this, he don't care about like he reports on it like it's fun for him, you know? So, and everybody always says this to me. They say, you know, he's just being a journalist. He's just being a journalist. No, he's not. No, he's not. One, I went to college for journalism. Okay, I went to get my master's degree. I went to get my degree in communications, right, which encompassed print journalism, broadcast journalism, public relations, all of the above. Got my bachelor's and master's degree. A journalist does not report. They don't make a mockery of death. They don't do that. So he's not a journalist at all. He's a kid who found out that a lot of people are interested in the lives of these drill rappers. And he will go on Reddit and just report whatever he finds on Reddit on YouTube, right? And sell it to the public. And he'll sell it to the public, again, with no empathy. He has no empathy when he's reporting this stuff at all. He does not care, right? And I know he don't care because I remember when he was reporting, and this is not even on Chicago, when he was reporting about the death of Gilly the Kid's son, right? Y'all know Gilly. Hello, y'all know Gilly from my $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. Gilly's son, Cheese, was unalived by a young man that goes by the name of OTV Joker, right? His nickname was OTV Joker, the one that unalived Gilly's son. So Trap Lord Ross does a video about the whole situation and about OTV Joker. He talks about the situation about Gilly's son being unalived. And this man does the video with face paint on to look like the Joker. He dresses like the Joker, put on lipstick like the Joker, dyes his, doing all this, dyeing his hair. Like, this is ridiculous. And I said, what? This is a mockery. Why are you dressing like the Joker to report on the death of Gilly's son? Because the guy that unalived Gilly's son, his nickname was the Joker. So you got to put on face paint. What are you doing? Exactly, treating Black Death like it's a parody, treating this death like he don't care about it. So I'm looking at this like this is distasteful, it's disgusting. Why do you got to do that, right? But that lets me know he don't care about this. Is just fun and games to him. It's entertainment for him, right? And I take it personal. And some people, I saw a brother came in my comments and said, I think you only mad because he's white. No. I'm upset because he's making a mockery out of Black Death and Black Pain. He don't care. He's monetizing off of it and he's getting paid, but he's treating Black Death like it's pure entertainment. He is infatuated with this Black Death, like to a complete different level. And when you couple that with the fact that he's a white man from the United Kingdom, from the UK, yeah, I feel is distasteful to me, especially when he's reporting on deaths of Black folks, right? And then it's concentrated heavily in the areas that I grew up in on the south side of Chicago, you know? So for me, it's always going to be personal. When you're look, I'm not saying this is the thing for me, right? I'm not saying nobody can report on situations that's happening in Chicago, in my hometown. I'm not one of the people, you can't speak on Chicago like unless you're from Chicago. I don't even do that. I don't. My problem is he talks about this stuff with glee, and again, he has no empathy when he's speaking on it. And I know he don't have no empathy because he'll report on it, and then I'll see him throw shots at some of the individuals. Like he'll throw distasteful shots at some of these individuals as if he's their opposition at times. And I said, whoa. How are you're throwing okay, look, and I'm never letting the gang members off the hook. Again, as a Black, y'all didn't see me on my platform talk about how distasteful gang culture is. It's been prevalent in my city since the beginning of time. I'm against it. And this is coming from a dude who had uncles in gangs. I didn't have cousins, all that, right? And I tell them I don't agree with it at all. I've lived in gang infested areas, so I'm not giving them a pass for it at all. My thing is this, Trap Lord Ross, how you throwing shots at people like you're a part of these street wars? You thought, like, you know what I mean? You're monetized, you're getting paid off of it. But you can disagree with all of the antics. Oh, fine, perfectly fine. But he'll throw shots like calling them stupid and all of that. It's like throwing crazy shots that, again, a person who was opposition of that person would say. Right. And he'll really big it up when he's in front of a person who has problems with the said artist in the video. Right. I'm seeing him sit down with Tekashi 6ix9ine and he's addressing Lil Durk and all of that. Right. And Trap Lord Ross is throwing shots at Lil Durk because he around Tekashi 6ix9ine and he want to look like, I guess he want to look good or look like a certain way in front of Tekashi or put on for Tekashi. And I'm like, Trap Lord Ross, if one of these individuals, let's just say Lil Durk is not in prison, he gets out of prison, or somebody close to Durk is around you, the first thing you're going to say is, I'm just a journalist. I'm just a journalist. I'm just a journalist. Don't get mad at me. No, you're reporting on the news in an antagonistic way. How can you be trying to antagonize these individuals? Like, what do you like? No, like this to me, I don't agree with that at all. Nah, bro. Like, you can report on the news, but then you trying to you're antagonizing these individuals as if you're a part of the street wars that they got going on. To me, that's silly to me, right? Now, this is another thing, right? King Von, when he went on My Expert Opinion, Mav Hoffa's podcast, battle rapper Mav Hoffa, he went on My Expert Opinion. And because he made a video calling King Von hip hop's first serial unaliver. Again, I cannot say the K word because if I say that, then this video could get demonetized. So I have to say unaliver. He called King Von hip hop's first serial unaliver, right? Now, when he reported about Von's alleged dealings in the street, and he's talking about it and he's gleeful about it and all of that, cool. But when he gets put in the hot seat about that type of content, he'll say, well, I think it's terrible. Von was a terrible individual. He's a terrible person. He's a bad person. I think it's horrific. He's a horrific individual, right? If that's the case, Trap Lord Ross, why the fuck do you have a King Von tattoo on your body with skulls around King Von to, I guess, implicate how many bodies he has? Like, what? So if that's contradicting yourself. If you feel like Von is a terrible individual, right? If you feel like you're against everything that Von stands for, why do you have a tattoo of that man with skulls around it? That makes no sense. To me, Trap Lord Ross is much worse than academics, right? Way worse to me. For real. For all of that, I've never seen academics. And again, when I saw that man put on Joker makeup and face paint and dyed his hair and put on a whole Joker outfit to pay homage to the person that unalived Gilly's son, That's ridiculous. Like, to me, I'm like, yo, this is clowned out, bro. This is clowned out. You know? And he, when I remember when he first went on My Expert Opinion, and I saw how enraged Mecca was with him. Mecca on My Expert Opinion. I had never really, at that point, I had never really watched Trap Lord Ross's content. But then I said, man, Mecca is a level-headed brother. He wouldn't just be upset for no reason. Let me go see what Mecca's mad about. And I started watching his content over the year. And I said, oh, this what this about. You know, this what this is about. and I said, this is why Mecca is mad at him. Because look at what he's doing. To him, all of this is fun to see these people unaliving each other. It's just another, like, it's just like, oh man, he doesn't handle this with care at all. Is this trauma, this Black Death, it's just entertainment. It's entertainment and money for him. And you can see it how the way he talks about how many bodies somebody got. He's infatuated with how many bodies somebody got. Mecca from My Expert Opinion. What's up, baby? I don't know if you watch My Expert Opinion. So, but yeah, it's exactly, it's trauma porn for him. Bubble boy. So they treat it like it's a crime show when it's real family suffering. Facts. And for me, you all right? I know somebody, like, again, I don't know the drill rappers, like, I have personal relationships with the drill rappers. But some of them I went to school with. Some of my friends are related to these individuals. So you know what I mean? Like, and again, I lived in the communities with some of these people, like some of these people. This is like, it's concentrated. Most of his content is concentrated in my hometown. So I would be crazy not to care about this stuff that he's doing. When I know to him, Chicago is a zoo for him to look at and laugh at and just make money off of, like the drill scene and the deaths in Chicago is an episode of Dragon Ball Z, fam. And me personally, when I see news of brothers in the city, in the streets, dying, that's not funny to me. It's not nothing gleeful about that. It's not. You know? Say happy belated birthday, little Meg. I appreciate you, boss. Yeah, man, he jumping around now because he got a little excited because he hear me talking. Now that he hear me talking, he like, oh, he in a mode. Now he was chilling at first, but Black Maul said because he knows he would never be close to the things he's talking about. Right. That's a big thing. He know in the UK, he is good and away from all of what's going on. So he feel like I can report about it. However, I can make fun of it. I can report about the news with the lack of empathy. He can report about it however he wants. And he feel like he can do it because he's not here. Me, on the other hand, that's why when people be asking me, they say, Mac, you should do the content that he's making. And I tell people all the time, like, I'm too close to all of this is going on, right? Like, I'm in Chicago. I live in Chicago. I'm still moving around Chicago. And certain things is just like I would rather not be on here discussing. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm here every day, and there's certain stuff I can condemn certain things for sure. But it's just certain stuff that he talk about. I wouldn't be doing. Certain things he talk about, I would not be doing, man. But yeah, man, like, I have a problem with the way he does that content. So I literally found out about FBG Duck watching the Trap Lord Ross video. Right. So yeah, and I know people who was close to Duck. I know people who close to Herbo, G Herbo. I know people that's close to Bibby. All of that. So, like, you know, I don't know. We said this is what happens when you expose all the gang secrets and moves online. people become nosy boogers when you display those kind of things online with the world. And yes, and I'm never letting the gang members off the hook for certain things. But it's again, I'm not just mad that Trap Lord Ross is reporting on the news. This is not me mad because he's talking about it. I'm mad at the way he's doing it. He's making a mockery of it. You know what I'm saying? He does not care about any of what's going on. It is all fun and games to him. And for a person like me, this is not fun and games to me. It's not. When you've been in Chicago all your life, I've been in Chicago all my life, except when I went to school. And I don't got to be in Chicago at all. Any type of Black Death is not funny to me. Whether it's happening in Philadelphia, whether it's happening in Jacksonville, Florida, whether it's happening in New York City, it's not cool to me. And I wouldn't be treating it as if it's perfectly fine. Said Ross, Vlad, and Adam are the big three votes that glorify the streets for profit. Hello. Not to mention that his fan base treats it like it's a lore to be studied. When what an insane time period we're living in. They legitimately have open discussions about gang wars. Yes, you got people really, really suburban kid or kid, not even suburban kids from outside of this country in the UK talking about who got the most bodies between who is the biggest unaliver between who. Hold on, come in, Malcolm. When you see stuff like people talking about who got the most bodies, who is the biggest unaliver of the two, like, come on, man, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? That's when I'm like, yo, we have officially lost the plot for real. When you say happy birthday, oh man, that's love. I appreciate y'all, man. I do feel like he sees the people and stories he covers as entertainment. He has no ties to the community. It's like an empathy show. Yes, 100%. He got no ties to it. So to him, he don't care. He like, to hell with it. So what? And I'm never operating from a place of so what with this. Because for him to sit up here and act like all these people are vile, disgusting people and all of that, to say and act like they're so vile and disgusting, how can you say that when you got a tattoo of Vaughn? You say Vaughn is disgusting, he's a bad person, but you got a tattoo of him on your body with skulls around the picture of him, implicating the possible unalivings he's done. Here, man. He got called out about that on my and I talked about it, Aaron, for Mecca, and actually Mecca came under my video and commented and said shout out, salute for the shout out, because I remember when Mecca was upset with him and people was like, why they mad at Mecca? He just Traveler Ross just reporting the news. And I say, you know what, man? I say, let me see why Mecca mad. And I went to go look at the content and I knew exactly why he mad. If you're close to it, you know it's not what he describes as not the Wild West. Facts. Now let me say this too. Because a lot of people report on Chicago, ain't never been here in their life. Ain't all they do is read what they see already. And people like Traveler Ross that have you thinking that as soon as you step outside, bullets flying over your head like you living in Beirut. No. A lot of the street wars is happening between people. Like even calling Vaughn, from my definition, right? A serial unaliver is a person that does things to random people, right? I don't know. Is that the definition? I don't know. But the stuff that's happening in Chicago is taking place between certain groups of people. What's wrong, man? Here, man. Oh, Lord. Hold on. My boy crying. Hold on, y'all. Like, yeah, the media make it seem like usually it's unalivings with a pattern. Okay, got you. But yeah, they make it seem like we out here, Chicago, just Beirut. Mecca is the only one that keeps it 100 on their show. Hey, nah, for real. And look, I remember when Mecca said something. I remember when Mecca said something about Trap Lord Ross. And I said, man, Mecca would not, he ain't mad for no reason. He was so mad at Trap Lord Ross. I say he ain't mad for no reason. He ain't just doing it. He ain't saying this just to be saying it. He ain't just mad at him because he white. I said, gotta be something, because I didn't, at that point, I hadn't watched Trap Lord Ross's content. I went and did my research. I said, oh, yeah. You know, he said, when I found out about the tattoo, I felt sick. I really don't feel like that's healthy. We call Drake out for having a tattoo of Wayne on him. Man, listen. Yes, but the thing is, Trap Lord Ross, he'll be very hypocritical, contradicting himself. He'll say, he only says Von is a terrible person when people question him about the content he's making and how infatuated he is with Black Death and gang violence and gang wars, how infatuated he is with it. He'll say, well, he's a terrible person. Well, if he's a terrible person, why do you have that man tattooed on you? Why do you have a tattoo paying homage to him and the alleged bodies he has? That makes no sense if you think he's a bad brother. If you think he's a horrible individual. You, in your eye, you don't. You really don't. You only saying it because you get impressed about it. You really are infatuated with all of this stuff that's going on. All of it, you really are infatuated with it. He said a serial unaliver goes around unaliving random people. Von and people like him are street people participating in street behaviors that we don't condone, but there's a difference between the two. Yes. Anybody that Von was into it with, they was into it with about stuff going on between their different neighborhoods. You know what I mean? And I'm not making an excuse for none of it. Like I said, I am completely against gang violence. I'm completely against gang wars and all of that. I always will be. But you know, what I see is that people like Trap Lord Ross, he will exploit all of this stuff and talk about it with, again, no type of care, no type of compassion, and he'll make a mockery out of it. Even when Big U got locked up, right? Big U, y'all know, rolling 60s Crip Big U. Big U get locked up. He's reporting on Big U's incarceration, the RICO he's involved in. He gets on, he makes a video about Big U wearing a LA Chargers jersey and a Seattle Mariners baseball cap. Now, Big U has a son that plays for the LA Chargers, right? That's why Trap Lord Ross is wearing a Chargers jersey. And the reason why he's wearing a Seattle Mariners cap is because the Rolling 60s Crips, they wear Seattle Mariners caps, right? Why the fuck do you gotta do all of that when you making this content? Why do you gotta wear a hat that the Rolling 60s wear? You gotta wear a jersey, a LA Chargers jersey to signify Big U's son. Like, what are you doing? It's like, that's how I know it's fun and games to him. Cause stuff like that, to me, it don't make no sense. Why are you hitting Daddy so hard, baby? He made Von look like Jason Voorhees. He did. What you eating? Oh, graham crackers. I'm like, what he eating? But anyway, Trap Lord Ross basically turned King Von into Ted Bundy. Yes. And look, man, and again, for all these documentaries, do he do these documentaries on what's the well, even then though, Jeffrey Dahmer, his main victims were black men. So even that would be terrible. But he doesn't do it. I haven't seen him do Ed Gein. What's his name? I ain't seen none of them, but he loves reporting on these real rappers and talking about who ain't got no bodies, who ain't done nothing. Like he was sitting with Tekashi 6ix9ine talking about somebody don't got no bodies. They ain't done nothing in the street. Like, what the fuck do you know about the streets of Chicago? Look with your Harry Potter looking ass. What do you know? You over in the UK, what do you know about what's going on in Chicago and what's going on in the Woodlawn community, in Inglewood, and in Marquette Park? What do you know about what's going on in Bronzeville? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, and again, I'm not mad at anybody that reports on it. I'm mad at him because of the way he reports on it. You know, the way he's doing this. He said they never report on the Mexicans and they're way more violent than any black gang. Man, listen, he ain't reporting on Mexican gangs. He ain't reporting on he not reporting on what you call it. He not reporting on the white serial unalivers or none of that. His focus is drill. And again, it ain't talking about the music now. He ain't reporting the music. He only talking about the music if it's in reference to This and the Dead or something like that, or if it's in reference to something he think is tied to something he's seen on Reddit or something. You know? Yeah, report on the Hell's Angels, because they a gang like a mother. Report on them. Seriously. You know what I mean? But like, again, for me, I was looking at that concept like, what is this? To talk about the Aryan Brotherhood or something, Trap Lord Rock. Yeah, talk about that. All the way in England. But again, the way he talks about these street wars, he has a fascination with it. He has a fascination with it. It's like he be gleeful to report about the next unaliving he heard about. Or the rapper who got all these bodies and talking about how many bodies Lil Jeff got and Q50 got and, you know, and FBG Duck and who Lil Durk tied to. And again, it's so crazy because in the middle of some of the content, he'll throw shots at them, calling them dumb and insinuating that they're dumb and stupid and so on and so forth, doing all of that. But you love talking about these individuals that you throw shots at. I'm sorry for stuttering. You love talking about these people and reporting about these people that you call that you're questioning their intelligence levels, etc. You know. So for me, yeah, it's gonna be a no, dog. It's gonna be a no, dog. It comes off as taunting. Like he knows people can't get violent with him because they will go to jail. Yeah, taunting these individuals. I'm looking at him sitting with 6ix9ine and throwing shots at like Lil Durk. Like he's slick saying stuff about Lil Durk or like, you know, King Von. I'm like, yo, you would never talk like this if you could face the repercussions of this. You know what I mean? Like, and again, I'm not letting these street dudes off the hook. It's just with somebody like Trap Lord Ross, I know his game. And I know what he's doing. You know? So yeah, he said Trap Lord Ross even called Lil J. Well, he's seen that video of Lil J, but you know, Talking Grub and Media say, what's up, Mac? Trap Lord Ross is a low budget Vlad TV. Why he don't talk about the gangs in the UK? Because there's a bunch of them over there. Yeah, because he knows he's close to that. And he'll have problems reporting on the gangs in the UK. He knows he's close to, he's in the UK and he knows he can face real repercussions from all of that, right? So and some people say, why you getting mad at Ross? Why you not getting mad at the rappers? I have reported, I've said on my show several times, I do not agree with none of the street stuff that goes on in Chicago. I don't agree with none of the gang stuff that goes on here. I'm completely against it. So I have condemned them for their actions as well. But he's not going to be let off the hook because, oh, he's just reporting what he hears. No, he's doing it in an antagonistic way. He does it with no empathy, no compassion. And he looks at these black deaths that's happening in Chicago like it's all a game. My bad, y'all. I had to get it fixed, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Right. And I know it all. Damn, some Idris has a nephew that just got stabbed in the UK. On a train or something like that, right? And he ain't gonna report about that because he know Mandem, his Mandem and bruv. Wagwan, bruv. He know bruv his man them and bruv, they gonna get at him if he do that. So he ain't gonna do. He not gonna report on Top Boy and them, Duchesne and them over there wilding out. Sully and Duchesne, he not gonna report on Sully and Duchesne and them. My man them, bruv. They're gonna get unruly with him. Ah, yeah, man. They is not. Sully and Duchesne ain't finna play with him over there. What? They be in UK with big long knives too. Brothers look like they sword fighting on Game of Thrones with the knives they got. They gonna pull up on him like, bro. What'd you say, bro? In it? They gonna be like, you're just a reporter, isn't it? You're just a journalist, isn't it? Say love from the UK. Shout out to UK, man. Brothers in the UK got knives longer than Jon Snow's sword. Brother come up on him with a Soul Calibur knife. Hey man, what? He said, man's not hot. Hey, so he not gonna report on that's going on in the UK. Cause they ain't playing. I seen little Central C. I seen little Central C people came and pulled up on him. Right? And he looked like he was having second thoughts at the time, you know? Oh man. He said Stevie Knight told Trap Lil Ross, you hating on him, man. And they sabotage. Yeah, Stevie Knight and them trying to mess me up. They ain't gonna get me up out the way. They not give me Stevie Knight of the Ku Klux Klan and Trap Lil Ross, them, they not finna get me up out of here. No matter what they got going on. I they conspiring against the brother. Black Paul talking about some Trap Lil Ross, Stevie Knight, and Teddy Atlas got a collab video called That Loud N-Word from Chicago. Oh man, they hate me. They probably hate me. That little young loud Negro from Chicago. Max said, Lil Shane. Hey, Top Boy was the show, boy. I remember when I was in grad school, I started watching Top Boy. I said, hold on now, Duchesne them ain't playing over here. Duchesne them ain't playing, boy. They sending it up over here, man. That's what happened with Swamp Stories. He was reporting on Cali Gangs, and they found out who he was. He ain't made a video about Cali Gangs since Swamp Story. I don't know who that is. My man them. Yeah. Top Boy was cold. So, hey, when I was in grad school, I remember when I first got to grad school, my people came down there, and this was my first day was down there with me. I turned on the Netflix. Hold on now. I got to watching Top Boy like this ain't never this cold. Duchesne was messing with the fine lawyer girl. She was cold, boy. She was finding a frog here. I'm like, hold on, man. She fine as hell. Hold on. She fine as hell. Who is that? You know what I'm saying? But now y'all got me on here playing now. Now y'all done got me on here playing. But yeah, man. But tell me you're cheesing. He said that's Canadian speech. Yeah, that's the Canadians. That's the Canadians. But yeah, but anyway, I've been hip to Trap Lil Ross's MO for a while, and I just had to make some content to just I just had to make some content around it because I had never talked about it. And I'm just like, because I see he just still, when I saw him in Tekashi 6ix9ine sitting up there skinning and grinning, showing all their teeth, talking about who really a unaliver, who really got all the bodies and who not about it, and who ain't got it, and who doing this and who doing that, and who ain't a real one and who a real one. I'm like, man, Harry Potter, say Wingardium Leviosa. That's all I want to hear from Traplo Ross. Wingardium Leviosa or Expecto Patronum. That's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing about what's happening with THF. What's happening with Lamron? What's happening with FBG and them? I don't want to hear none of that. Wingardium Leviosa is what I want to hear. I just, cause he's sitting there with Tekashi 6ix9ine talking about who really about it and who ain't. And this one, he got this bodies. And Tekashi and even Tekashi was like, okay, I don't know him. I don't know him. Golly. AW1, what's happening, man? To a British and a Mexican discussing about which black men unalive other black men. Yes. Now I'm gonna put this on a British and a Mexican discussing about which black men unalive other black men. Yeah, who really about it? He when he describes, because Tekashi would be like, who is this? Here go to your boy Traplo Ross. Well, this is THF Zoo. This Bay Zoo. He's Lil Durk's right hand man. He's Durk's top goon. He got 7 bodies, 8 bodies. He's been linked to that body, and hey, what? How do you know this? This is all stuff he getting off Reddit. How do you know who got this body? If this person ain't been convicted of these crimes, how do you know who did this and who did that? From reading on Reddit? It's crazy. Drake was in his Black London Grime era in 2016. What songs came out in 2016? Looking for Revenge. Oh, summer 16. Mac, I got to be a request for you, bro. There's some black men talking about they don't want to be with a dark-skinned woman because they don't want a dark baby when they black as Ace of Spades. I saw some rappers saying that a while ago. I seen a rapper saying that one time. I think he was on Vlad TV talking about he don't want no black baby because he black. And I see a lot of brothers, man. A lot of brothers be lost beyond measure. But it's cool though. I'm here to correct brothers. I'm here to send brothers down the right path because a lot of them were failed in a lot of ways. So it's cool. I'm here to correct them. Ain't that right, baby Mac? My son over here playing with his toys. That's right. Self-hate is a real thing, but it's cool. I'm here to correct them because I'm here to correct it because I want to let brothers know how foolish they sound when they say shit like that. I don't want no black baby. You, brother, what? What do you think? What are you saying about your parents? Especially because a lot of them that say they don't want no black baby, they dark skinned as ever. So what are you saying about your parents? They should have thrown you to the river and let you and left you on the by the wayside. I don't want no black baby, no dark. Goddamn, what are you saying about you? For real. I blame the parents for themselves. Now some brothers just having hate up in them, even when their parents teach them better. They be black. They be me black talking like that. They be what? They be me. Hold on. What you mean? Hold on, Black. I'm trying to see what Black Ross saying. Hold on, y'all. My son said he wants some more to drink. He just gave me this cup. Like, what's happening, boss? He said, I meant to write black as me. Oh, they be black as me. Yeah, man, what? Darker than you, bro. Brothers be dark as Manubo. Black as Manubo. Talking about, I don't want no black baby. What? How the hell they gonna say they don't want a black baby and black they dead? Yeah, come on, man. Like, just self-hate like crazy. Meanwhile, I'm looking at Lupita Nyong'o up in goddamn Black Panther like, man, I need to have a private conversation with that sister. I am not no good, boy. I am not no good, for real. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Looking for revenge. Hold on. He said boy, Taro Hicks? Boy, what? Hey, look, I love her. When I seen her on Belly, I say, man, let me tell you something. I need to get one. I need to get a wife like that. She fine. She's so cold. Tika Sumter. Boy, what? Hey, my mama seen Tika Sumter in the airport one day. They was coming back from Essence Fest, right? Her and my auntie. And she took some pictures with Tika Sumter. I say, man, I wish I was with you when Tika was there. I was young, too. This is like 2014. 2014 around that time, you know? So I'm looking at Angela Bassett and Black Panther. Angela been cold, too, boy. I'm like, hey, auntie. Yeah, man. My mama seen Tika Sumter in the airport at Essence Fest and took some pictures with her. So I'll fight you behind Tika. It'll be, you better have a mean punch, brother. You better hit like Tank Davis or Deontay Wilder. my line brother in here. What's going on with you, Noop? How you feeling, boss? Say I'm 28 and I got a thing for Angela Bassett. Listen, there's nothing wrong with a young brother liking an older woman now. You know what I'm saying? Older woman go, hey. Hold on, keep it up, man. When you come on the next stream with an eye patch on, we gonna know why. You talking about what? Yeah, Tara Hicks and Tika Sumter look good. Who is Gabrielle Dennis? Who is that? Taro Hicks. She on back. Go look up Taro. Taral. Taro Hicks. But who is Gabrielle Dennis? Who is that? Just make sure you move smarter than Shannon Sharp. I can't go like that. Shout out to Shannon. I can't go like that, man. I don't even like I've never in my life did anything intimate with a Caucasian woman. I haven't, you know. Gabrielle Dennis was on Luke Cage, Alfred Woodard's daughter. I'm trying to remember who Alfred Woodard's daughter was on. Now I know that the police girl was fine too though on Luke Cage. Gabrielle Dennis. Let me go look at Gabrielle Dennis. Are you talking about Wumi Masaku? Wumi Masaku look good, boy. What? Gabrielle Dennis. Let me see if I can see what it is. Miss the old girl Misty was cold. Oh, okay, yeah, right. Gabrielle Dennis was on this Derwin Davis baby mama on what's her girl name, man? She was on the game. Derwin Davis had little DJ with her when he broke up with girl Melanie. I don't know if y'all watched the game. I don't know if you brothers was watching. I love that show, right? What was her character's name in the show though? On the game, she was Derwin Davis, baby mama. Yeah. When I seen her pop up, I know her. Yeah. Shout out to all the brothers that was watching the game. Yeah, I forgot her name. Yeah, that show fire though. That was Kodak Black that said he doesn't want to back baby because he's dark. Crazy. Kodak out his damn mind. I'm too scared to mess. But you know, I heard, you know, hold on, you say I'm scared to mess. I'm scared to mess with a white woman. You stop talking to him and end up in that courtroom for some accusations. Also, Max Shannon did say he still choose Savannah State if he had the opportunity. He just worded it wrong. I think he was mad. He was mad because people was talking about Dion, and he was trying to make a point that he wouldn't have went to it because people were mad that Dion left Jackson State, and he was trying to make a point that he wouldn't have went to an HBCU either. It wasn't his first choice, and he let the fact that he was trying to cover for Dion and protect Dion make it seem like he was mad that he had to go to Savannah State. You know? Yes, she is the girl with Dion Cole in the Old Spice commercial, brother. Yes. I'm trying to remember. Janae was her name. Her name was Janae on the game. Uh, that was her name on the game. Janae. I remember. Shout out to Mara Brock Akil for writing them fire shows. Have you seen the trailer for Michael J? Yeah, I have. So I definitely seen it. That's who that? That's Jermaine's son. That's Jermaine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I found some white women attractive. I'm never gonna sit here and tell you I haven't found some white women attractive. I just never have pursued them. And I'm gonna be real with you. Even I didn't get around them heavily till I got to grad school for real, and I still didn't. You know, at that point I was with my son and mother at that time. So, but by the time I got to grad school, Mara Ikea also adopted Black Knight and created girlfriends too. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. Okay, got you. Well, I know she created girlfriends. She did Black Lightning. Okay. I ain't know she did Black Lightning, but I know girlfriends. And Mara Brock and Kill fine too. I ain't gonna lie. That little gray in her hair, she did look good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now this finna turn into a video of who all fine. Who all fine on here. Crazy attitude. What's going on, man? What's the word with you, boss? Hey, y'all want to know what movie I just watched for the first time the other day? I just saw Just Mercy for the first time the other day. That's a great movie, man. That is a great movie. 100%. Like, Just Mercy, I'm like, oh, nah, this movie, I don't know how I missed it for real. I lived in Croton, Maryland for a summer. Anyone familiar with the area knows there's no shortage of white folks. And I just so happened to be the one brother on the block. So I found out, about the bunnies. He crazy. Chilling, man. I just finished what do you say, chilling, man. I just got finished rewatching your video on Stevie Knight saying Sinners was trash. Oh yeah, I had to go on. Had to get down on Stevie Knight. No. Nah, Just Mercy isn't by Ryan Coogler. I don't know who did that movie. But it stars Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx. Yeah. Cause I was going in on Stevie Knight of the Ku Klux Klan. Hey man, no. Cause I remember when he made that video, man. I just had it's the movie Jamie had at Tyler. Yeah, that's they had because the real dude had a box haircut like that. Jamie was on death row, right? Yeah, that's the movie with Jamie Foxx on death row. And then Michael B. Jordan was the attorney trying to get him off death row. Yeah, look, I had to roast Stevie Knight because he made sure he called Wumi Masaku the fat black girl. They had the fat black girl. He couldn't wait for that to come out his mouth. The fat black girl. He kept calling. He wanted to make sure he called her that. And then kept calling the movie woke, and he didn't know it was a woke movie and all the woke stuff in the movie. And I'm like, brother, the movie take place in the 1930s. What the hell do you expect from this movie? You thought the Klan was gonna be out there for saving black folks. You thought the Klan and black people was gonna come together, and you thought you thought this was gonna be a white savior movie where the Klan took off their hoods and say, "We love y'all, black folks. We here to protect y'all. We good to y'all. Y'all with us. Y'all ours, black. Y'all is our black people, and we gonna protect you from the vampires." He thought they was gonna come together. He said, "Yeah." He thought they was gonna come together in a movie. He was gonna be like, "That's a movie I can get behind. That's a movie. That's a movie I can really stand with." You be like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Do it be giving y'all a notification that I'm live? For real? What's going on, bro? It's all good. I see you say you missed it. Do y'all get a notification when I'm live? I'm just wondering because I don't think y'all do. Like, I know, but you can be married to a white person. I saw you do a video the other day on who was the most influential in wrestling. Stone Cold and The Rock. It was a great video. Who you think should have gotten more of a push in wrestling that didn't? That's a great question. I'm gonna go back to that. That's a great question. Hold on. I could do it right now. Who should have gotten more of a push? Shelton Benjamin should have gotten more of a push, 100%. I think Booker T should have got a better. He should have had way better time, like a actual title run where he was not a villain. He wasn't a heel. Should have got a title run as a face. Should have beat Triple H, right? I think Mark Henry shouldn't have gotten a fair shake. He didn't get a fair shake to 2000 or 2011, 2012. He should have gotten a fair shake earlier in his career. As you can see, I'm naming the black talent, but yeah, B is an amazing album, brother. For real. 2011, right? Yeah, man. Since Stevie Knight is dumb and anti-black, I blocked him, but your video about him came up across my feed and I watched it. Yes, because I'm my mama she used to use this saying. And she'd be like, man, when she couldn't stand somebody, she'd be like, man, he make my ass ache, man. Right? Or he irritate me, right? Or that might irritate me. I remember my mom used to always say that. She make my ass ache. Well, she used to say that little crazy stuff, right? But I remember watching that video and I say, hey, this mother here, boy, he's one annoying brother, man. Again, every video he makes, it was him pandering to white conservatives. And I'm like, yeah. And when I love Sinners so much, I say, yeah, I can't have you doing that to this movie. Nah, we not finna have that. I'm one of the top comments on that video. I said, you don't like this movie because you are something that rhymes with the word tune. Tune. Toon. And I got like 800 something likes on that. I commented right under the video, man. And I remember he went through the comments so mad. Look at my own people. My own people are talking about me. My own people. Look at they're talking and they're discussing me this way. Look, how could they do this to me? What more do you want from me? How could they do this to me? My own people. I'm like, bro, we are not the same kind. You got the same skin, you something different, brother. I don't know what you are, but you ain't standing with black folks. So all of that crying and moaning and groaning, I don't be want to hear none of that. Because you don't be crying when you be throwing black folks under the bus, when you be selling us out, when you be pandering to people who hate black people, when you line up for them butter biscuits and them attaboys and rubs on the head, you don't be crying then. So now, do you think Braun should demand a trade back to Cleveland? No, bro. I think he laid the beat in LA. And let's see how that rock out. I think he just need to stay in LA. I don't need So especially them boys rolling right now, stay over there. Stay in LA, man. And plus I think he still want to be where Bronny at. And he got Bronny on the Lakers with the intent of him playing with his son and being there. So I think he still want to be where Bronny at. So yeah, I think he needs to just be over there in LA. Said Sinners is fire. I saw it twice in the theaters. People say that Sinners suck. It tells me all I need to know. Listen, if you say you hate Sinners, I know we shouldn't do this because like art is subjective, right? Art is subjective. But when you be saying, if people say they hate that movie, I be like, all right, man, what's going on? What's really going on? I put my glass on the edge of my nose like my grandma. You know. What, brother? What's going on? Because uh yeah, I know what you are. I know what you are, brother. Brother, I know what you are. You hate this movie. I know what you are. But I had made a video about Stevie Knight prior to that one though. It didn't go nearly as it didn't get nearly as many views as that one got. But I made a video about Stevie Knight. I want to say like 8 months before that, maybe 7, 8 months before that. I think something like that. Crazy Attitude said, "My thing is, you can think it's a bad movie. I don't really care. But if your argument is because you upset about how white folks was portrayed, something is fit. Yeah, of course. When your argument is the movie is too woke, and I'm like, the movie took place in the 1930s in Jim Crow America. What did you think? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like what are you talking about? What did you think the movie was gonna be about? Goofy? Goofball? Yes, art is subjective, but when you ask people why they don't like sinners, the answer they be giving, yeah, they always give an answer that be like, wait, what? And Charlie X, what's going on, big dog? How you feeling? Yeah, man, it just be some crazy off the wall comments. And I'm gonna get back on live tonight too, because it's a lot of stuff I be wanting to talk about for real. And I feel like I be having a longer time to talk about it on weekends. It's like, when I gotta work, my time is confined to a certain, even on work days, I didn't been on live for 2 hours on days I gotta work. You know what I'm saying? I done been on live for an hour and 45 minutes on days I do have to go to work. Well, on the days I don't have to go to work, you know what I'm saying? It'd be cool. He said you dropping the link tonight. I'm gonna drop the link later on and the second live stream I do. And the only reason I say that is because I got to eat in a few, because I ain't ate nothing. So yeah. But I'm going live again tonight for sure. I'm going live again tonight, all the way. Said go eat, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna eat in a few. I'm gonna stay on for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? A little razzle dazzle. You ain't had no breakfast, man. I ate early this morning. I've been up all morning. Like I slept all day because y'all know, like I don't work Friday nights. Well, I got some of the best sleep I didn't had in a long time. Me and my son went to sleep about like 9 o'clock, and I slept to about 7 this morning. Right? I got up at 7. I ate, and then I ate then. I ain't ate since about 7:30. So I ate some little chips. So I ate some little chips or something like that since then. But I ain't ate no meal for real. So I'm gonna eat. You know what I mean? My son didn't eat several times, but I just been in here watching TV, all of that. I gotta watch Force because I watch Power, Tommy show Force. Are you watching Victor Ortiz and Lubin? Dang, they all fighting. Man, Erickson Lubin better win, man. I don't want to see him lose no Victor Ortiz now. He can't, man. Come on, Erickson Lubin. I can't be losing to no vicious Victor Ortiz now. Come on, man. He said, bro, you working graveyard shifts. You stronger than me because I ain't built for it. Man, look, I had to do what I had to do, bro. When my job laid me off, it was so hard for me to even find. Like, this is the thing. I talk about the what's the word? I'm talking about the job market being so horrible. Oh, Virgil Ortiz. I'm like, I know Victor Ortiz. What? Victor Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz. Yeah. Virgil. I'm like, that's who he fighting. Oh yeah, I'm watching that. Nah. All right, now Virgil, that's a little tall task for Erickson Lubin. I'm rooting for Erickson Lubin though, man. Cause I remember when he fought Fundora, I was, man, big yoga fire, yoga flame, man. You say I'm glad you're going live again tonight. I have to work tonight and need to stay awake. I got you. I got you, D Scorpio. Yeah, man, like big yoga fire, yoga flame. My uncle called him yoga fire. Sebastian Fundora. Man, they had my dog Erickson Lubin looking like Martin after he fought Tommy Hearns that day. I'm rolling with Erickson Lubin. Erickson Lubin from what part of Florida he from? What part of Florida is Erickson Lubin from? Hey, where he from? Fort Lauderdale? Where he from? Stop, Bubba. What Erickson? What part of Florida Erickson Lubin from? I gotta see what part of Florida he from. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to see them boys get down, man. I gotta see them boys stomp. But I had to come on here and talk about y'all boy TLR Trap Lord Ross, aka Harry Potter. 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 Wingardium Leviosa. I don't know why. I mean, when I first seen everybody kept saying Wingardium Leviosa. I didn't know Erickson Lubin was Haitian. I honestly didn't know that, truthfully. What part of Florida he from though? He from Miami? Okay, D Scorpio. Shout out D Scorpio. Yeah, man. You seen Sebastian Telfair had to move back to. Now, I'm wondering, is that real or is Bassie just putting on a show for YouTube? Is he really back in them projects or is he just like doing some stuff for YouTube? I'm wondering. Did he really fall on them type of hard times where he back in the projects? Like he in the buildings? I'm gonna see. I saw like it came up on YouTube. I didn't watch it though. What's up, man? See, my boy be wanting to lay all on me now. Sit down. That November 22nd card is the one, Mac. Benavidez, Anthony Yard. Bam is on that card. Of course, Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. will be a star after that fight. He is stopping Devin. Oh, he stopped my boy Dev. I'm finna be hurt, man. I appreciate you, Rap God Reloaded. Man, he stopped my boy Dev. I'm gonna be hurt. My son don't be I be want to put the glasses on my boy. He don't be want to put them on. Put the buffs on, son. Nah, look, you gotta put them on. Y'all want to put them on? No. Okay. You ain't gotta put them on. You want to put them on? No. Huh? Don't break daddy glasses. Now, hold on. Hold on. Now he had a little grip on them. Now don't break them now. So yeah, I seen he had some off-white. She had some off-white forces in his closet. So I was kind of weary about it. Yeah, Bassie out here putting on. Say, what's up, little man? Yeah, man. He chilling out. He ran to the other side of the room. Yeah, man, he getting big, man. Yeah, man, time flies, man, for real. I think I remember, I don't know if I put it on my video. When the day he was born, I had it on my Snapchat. And I don't know if I put the video up on, I might have put it up on YouTube. Like, but no, what was y'all saying? Yeah, Bassie out here playing for YouTube. Like, do you really got to be in a project, Bassie, or you just out here just playing? You know? But shout out to Bassie. He said he was 3 when I started following you. Shout out Zero. You remember that, man? Yeah, man. So you started following me a few years ago. Yup. Right, man. All love, brother. You've been around for a while. A lot of y'all been around for a little minute, man, to be honest with you. I appreciate all the love y'all be showing, too. You heard about DeJounte? Drama with his BM? I heard. I ain't really looked into it heavily, though. Like, I heard he was mad she was going out or something. I don't know. It was something like that. Uh, I was about to say something else too. I liked your video on Tyler the Creator too. Tyler's been always been one of my favorite rappers. Man, my daughter loved Tyler the Creator. She liked the new Tyler the Creator. But when he was rapping like Goblin and all of that, like it was wow. So these women aren't as faithful as they used to be. I don't know though, man. I think you gotta figure out what woman you this is all about the woman you pick. You know what I'm saying? Like brothers be liking IG models and they be dating girls, they be dating rappers. Like you dating your girlfriend is NBA young boys, baby mama. No disrespect, right? No disrespect, but like it's about a woman you choose. They be one of the IG models, girls with OnlyFans and stuff. And like, I'm sorry, they might call me shallow for saying this. I know my wife is not on OnlyFans. I know that for a fact. I know my wife is not an Instagram model. I know that for a fact. So that's what he dating DeJounte with NBA YoungBoy baby mama. He had a child with her too, though. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you dating industry girls. What I'm trying to say, industry girls who they all running in the same circles, operating in the same like yeah. So he probably met her in the club, right? And she going to the club. I told her we had an agreement. She wouldn't go to clubs no more. Like he probably met her out in the club somewhere. You know what I mean? Or on Instagram or whatever. And I think she had her OnlyFans too. So like, what? I don't know, man. It's just certain stuff for me personally, and everybody's different. I like regular girls, like everyday women. You know what I mean? I like everyday women. I don't like video vixen type girl. That just women that be in that environment. I don't think you really. I don't think that's for me personally. And they come with certain things. I think dating video vixens and IG models and OnlyFans girls. Yeah, like I said, it's all about the woman you pick. You know what I mean? Being with them IG model, I like a regular around the way women, right? Beautiful around the way women, because you can find a beautiful woman that's an around the way woman. You ain't got to look into the crevices of the Calabasas to find her. You ain't got to go to Boca Raton, Florida. Finding her in like the most exotic places. You a girl around the way girl, you can find her in Chicago, Illinois, and in the community in Chicago, Illinois. You know what I'm saying? You can find her in like LVZ. What's the word, boss? He said he's a big-headed British culture vulture. I left a comment one day. He does all this talking about the black community, but never talks about the white people that made the community this way. Hey man, what's going on? What's happening with you? LVZ, what's the word? I be talking to Black Mall, what they say in DC? What's happening, Slim? But they be saying Slim in DC. What's happening, Slim? But nah, what's going on, Unc? But yeah, I had to get on Trap Lil Ross because it was it's ridiculous. He said nothing, nephew, just checking in with you. Yeah, man, I had made a video actually on Trap Lil Ross 2 days ago because it was just getting ridiculous. When I saw him sitting down with Tekashi 6ix9ine discussing who really is unaliving people in the street and who really it's him telling people who ain't really like that, who got the most bodies. I'm like, this man loves to report on black pain and black death and black trauma with no empathy. He does it like it's all entertainment for him. He makes a mockery of black death. And for me personally, I can never rock with that. I can never rock with that. When I see you making a mockery of my people, again, when I saw that man put on a Joker outfit to discuss a man nicknamed the Joker, OTB Joker, that unalived Gilly the Kid's son. When I saw that, I said, "Oh, this is clowned out." Putting on this is how I know he thinks it's all fun and games to him. It's a mockery to him. It's just entertainment to him. So to talk about a man to dress up as the Joker, when to pay homage almost to the man that unalived Gilly's son, that's disgusting. That's distasteful. All of the above. And for me, especially like when he gets to talking about all this stuff going on around the United States, he from the UK, and the way he reports about the death, he does it in a gleeful manner. He is happy to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? He's had the way he talk about it. He be excited to talk about how many bodies this person got and that person got and all of that. Like what? It's he reports on it like it's an episode of Dragon Ball Z. And then look, LBZ. I remember when he was talking about Big U. The man puts on a LA Chargers jersey because Big U's son played for the LA Chargers. And then he puts on a Seattle Mariners baseball cap because the Seattle Mariners baseball cap represents the rolling 60s, right? Why you got to do all of that when you're reporting, you know? And then me being from Southside Chicago, Illinois, and when I see the way he loves talking about these drill rappers, and then he'll talk about them. He's infatuated with them, but then he'll throw slick shots at them the way their opposition would. I'm like, hold on, get up out of here with that, dog. Get the fuck out of here with that. Because if these people were in front of him, he would not have this antagonistic energy, right? I ain't mad at you talking about it, but the way you talk about it, the way he talk about it is just nothing but a mockery to him. It's nothing but he finds this funny. Right? So yeah, man, like that's disgusting to me. It's corny. And yeah, man. And considering that a lot of these people, some of these people he reporting on, I've lived in the same areas they lived in. I went to school with some of these drill rappers. My homies is close to some of these dudes that he know, right? My friends, some of my friends are related to these individuals. So it's gonna feel personal. I don't care if they wasn't in Chicago. When I see anybody talking about Black Death in a mocking fashion, it don't matter. I'm getting on your head regardless. I don't care if it's in Chicago or not. But it's added to the fact that he's reporting on these people from the south side of Chicago, like me, right? And he don't do it with no type of compassion or empathy. None. And it's all fun and games to him. Because he'll sit up in here and tell everybody he talks about King Von. He talks about King Von in a way where he's infatuated with Von, right? He called King Von hip hop's first serial unaliver. But then when he gets put on the hot seat about his coverage of Von, and he like, well, Von, they like you sound like you're glorifying and stuff. And he like, no, Von is a terrible person. He's a horrible person. He's a despicable person. Well, again, like I said earlier in this live stream, if Von is such a despicable person, why do you have a tattoo of King Von on you? And then you have skulls around the picture of King Von to indicate the bodies he allegedly has. The bodies he allegedly has. You got a tattoo? Come on, man. You don't think if you think he's a vile person, why do you have a tattoo of him on you? It's just crazy stuff, man. And why are you antagonizing these dudes? I'm just reporting on the news on them. No. You're throwing shots at them as if you're the opposition at the same time. You're questioning their intelligence levels, right? While monetizing off of them. And let me be very clear. All of us in the YouTube game, a lot of us that make content, we want to be able to do this content stuff. A lot of us do want to be able to do content full time. I know me, I can speak for myself. I want to be able to do content full time without having to work my regular everyday job. I do want to do that, right? But I'm not going to lose my integrity doing it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to throw my people under the bus. I'm not going to be distasteful. I'm not going to report on things without empathy and compassion when I'm talking about things like death. I'm not going to make a mockery out of any of this stuff going on. You know? I'm not gonna do that. And he do all that making a mockery out of Black Death because he don't got to be over here around none of this. He can report on it from the UK. He ain't never got to be in the surrounding areas at all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and like you said, Vaughn, from everything I know, Vaughn was into people that was trying to do stuff to him and people he knew. You know what I mean? And I'm not excusing any of the. I told you I condemn gang violence on this channel over and over again. I made videos about it and how I think it's wrong. And this is coming from a person who got GDs, Blackstones, Vice Lords, Four Corner Hustlers, Mickey Cobras, all of them. I got them they in my family, right? And I tell them the same thing. But when I see a person like Trap Lord Ross treating these deaths as if it's just entertainment for him, yeah, I'm gonna feel a way about it. Of course. Because he don't give a damn about what's going on here. Or he don't care about nothing that's going on with within the drill subgenre. I'm sorry. He don't care nothing about. He wants to just highlight. He wants to highlight. What's the word I'm looking for? Zero said it. He want to highlight. To him, watching what's going on in the drill culture is just a day at the zoo for him. He looks at it like, look at these N-words doing what they do. He looks at it. It's funny to him. It's just, huh. It's just something that's entertaining to him. He don't look at that and see people. He doesn't. And for me, I see people in all of this. These are people to me in the same breath. He don't see them as people. He see them as a lick to get some paper, as a lick to get rich. And that's why he's steady doing what he's doing. Sitting up there with Tekashi 6ix9ine, talking about who ain't got no bodies and who got bodies. And I'm like, what the fuck? What? Again, for me, I'm sitting here as a resident of Southside Chicago, Illinois, like, bro, what is he talking about? You know? But this is what's going on. And when people call him a journalist, I tell people he's not a journalist at all. He's not. I went to school for communication, got my master's and my bachelor's degree in communication with the emphasis in print journalism, broadcast journalism, public relations, all of the above. Journalists do not make a mockery out of deaths. Real journalists do not make a mockery out of death. They don't. You know, they don't do that. They don't, in reporting on things in an antagonistic way. You trying to antagonize these rappers and all of that with certain stuff. He throwing little shots at them, knowing you will never be in the vicinity of these individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's not a journalist. He's not. And again, this Harry Potter looking dude get to do all this, say all this wild stuff. And when I see, I don't care about when I see him reporting on this on the deaths, it's to him, he don't have, you can tell he don't got no compassion for what's going on. It's just another story for him to make money off of. So yeah, treating these young boys' deaths like it's an episode of Law and Order. Yes, yep, exactly, and that's why I don't have no respect for it. When I see you dressing up like it's and putting on a character to talk about this, like what? Like, are you gonna really dress up as the Joker to talk about a young man that took Gilly's son's life? What are we doing here? When you seeing Gilly crying on the Pivot podcast talking about losing his son and the battle that he had with his son in the streets, trying to get his son out of the streets, you know what I'm saying? And his son happened to just be standing outside on the block when that dude Joker just came around just shooting around. He was just standing around. He was just standing around. You know what I mean? He ain't even had no personal vendetta with this dude. He just outside. You know, but that's sad, man. I've seen Gilly crying, talking about washing his son's body as a Muslim. And, you know, Trap Lord Ross go dress up like the Joker. Because the dude who took Gilly's son's life called himself the Joker. You want to be in character talking about, like, come on, fam. Like, no. And as a person, And I don't know if y'all know, my brother had his life taken away from him. My older brother. Some of y'all know this, some of y'all don't. My older brother, my big brother got his life taken when he was 19 years old. At college, right? While he was at school. You feel me? So I'm very empathetic to black death, black pain, black trauma. But again, I didn't have to lose my brother for me to feel that way. I'm a black man living in a community with my people. And even again, I'm black, so I feel a way about that. Like y'all said earlier, he ain't reporting on the Hells Angels like that. He ain't doing that with the Hells Angels and all the stuff they getting into. None of the Hispanic gangs. He ain't talking about the mafia, the Italian mafia, none of that. His fascination is young black men in the streets shooting at each other. And he does it in a way where you can tell he's infatuated with it. It's not concern. It's not empathy. It's not, man, I feel bad. It's not. He talks about it with a gleeful approach. He can't wait to tell you who took somebody else's life next. He can't wait to tell you who took somebody off this earth. Me, I'm never doing that. I'm never coming with that type of energy. When I'm telling about certain stuff that happened in Chicago, if I'm talking about it, I'm talking about it in a way where I'm showing compassion and I'm hurt about it. Because more than likely, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, I may have crossed paths with that brother, or if I didn't, I know somebody that knew him. If I didn't, they was in the same areas we was living in. So yeah, man. But that's all I wanted to just say that about the whole situation and about Trap Lil Ross, man. But yeah, y'all, man. Look, we gonna get on this thing a little later. I'm probably gonna get back on probably like 9 o'clock. Right now, I'm finna give me something to eat in my stomach. But chill out, watch some little cartoons with my son real quick. And then I'm gonna hop back on a little later on, man. But I appreciate everybody that came on and showed love, got in the comments, all of that. I'm putting the link in the chat tonight as well, so y'all can talk to me and talk with me, man. We're gonna definitely do that, man. But I appreciate all y'all for popping on. It means a lot to me. We're gonna keep this thing going. Peace.